Hello and welcome back to Fat is Losing. Yes, it is. This week I want to talk about something that has sabotaged me more than once. Eating food that I don't even like. Like, have you ever done that? Have you ever decided you're going to lose weight? You throw away all the foods you enjoy. You buy somebody else's said healthy food. They say this food is healthy, so we go out and we buy it. You bought plain salad or dried chicken, some vegetables you don't normally eat, and then suddenly you're eating meals that feels more like a punishment than nourishment. So a few days, you could probably do this. You can sustain this for a few days. I have. And then after a few weeks, I even kind of like started saying, okay, well, maybe I can do this. I'm going to do this a little bit more. But then eventually I start craving foods that I actually enjoy. And then I start feeling guilty. And then I want to quit the diet. And then a few weeks later, I'm right back where I started. So today I want to share one of the biggest lessons I've learned on my journey. And that is, you don't need diet food. You need sustainable food. Now, here's the problem. Think about foods that you've eaten on a diet. How many did you actually enjoy? I'm not talking about tolerating them. I'm talking about actually enjoying them. I can't think of one. I remember cabbage soup diets. I remember eating all meat diet, all protein, low carb diets. I spent years looking for the perfect diet. But what I really need is a list of healthy foods I love. The goal isn't perfection. It's sustainability. And I'm keep telling y'all, let's not rush through this. Let's not try to be perfect at it. Let's do things that's going to be we can sustain. So I had to stop asking, what foods should I eat? And start asking, what healthy foods do I actually enjoy eating? Because that's the key. Finding the healthy foods that you actually enjoy eating. And it's easy, and it's more fun, and it's more sustainable. Because if I'm going to eat this way for the rest of my life, I need to have that food on all the foods that I genuinely looking forward to eating. Not foods that I can tolerate and not food that I have to force down, and foods that I really enjoy eating is what I'm looking for. So this week, we're going to do this. You can do this with me. I hope you will. This week, let's make 4 lists. We're going to make a list. Get your notebook out, or you can put it on your phone, and we're going to write them down. So the first list we're going to make a list of our favorite healthy proteins. And what proteins do you genuinely enjoy? So for me, I enjoy chicken. I don't necessarily enjoy chicken breast, but I will eat it. I really enjoy thighs and wings, and I enjoy it with the skin on. So it's not going to be any more of this peel the skin back, don't cook it, don't bake it, don't fry it. And no, I'm going to have it just the way I like it. And I do like it baked, not really baked, but kind of like air fried or whatever. It's not really fried. It's not really baked, but I like using my New Wave oven to cook my chicken. And so I cook it in my New Wave oven, and it's so delicious. I like salmon. I like ruby red trout. And then I like eggs. So those are my proteins, and I've already written them down. Now you make your list. It may be different, but create your own list. The key is that you enjoy them, okay? So you want to make sure it's a list of everything you enjoy, because these are the things that you're going to eat for the rest of your life. The next list is going to be a list of your favorite vegetables. Which vegetables do you actually like eating? Not the ones that you think you should like. Sometimes people don't even like vegetables. You need to figure out which ones do you enjoy. And if it's just 2, eat those 2 for the rest of your life. So for me, I like broccoli. I don't like it that much, but I will eat broccoli. So I include broccoli a lot in my meals. I love asparagus. I love Brussels sprouts, and I love collard greens, and there's another one. Oh God, I can't think of it. Chard. I love chard. That's the other one. I haven't had it in a while. That's why lost the thought of it. I hadn't had it in a while. So you want to create your own list. Remember your favorite vegetables. I don't care if it's one or two. Make it your favorite. Then the third list you want to make is your favorite fruit. What fruit satisfy you and make healthy eating feel enjoyable? Now, for me, I know I gotta let go of some sugar. So I don't need a lot of sugar in my diet. So I have reduced my sugar by choosing the fruit I eat. I don't eat watermelon. It has a lot of water, but it also contains a lot of sugar. I don't eat bananas because I don't like them raw. I mean, you know how they come in green? I don't like them green. That's the best way to eat them. I like them soft. That's a lot of sugar. There's a lot of things I don't eat, but berries are the least amount of sugar that you can have. Melon has a lot of sugar. I love cantaloupe, but that's a lot of sugar. So that would be like a really treat for me, and I can't have that all the time. So my go-to are strawberries, which I'm reducing my strawberries until I can find something to really clean them well, and then blueberries and pomegranates. I love those. So you choose your favorite fruit, make it delicious, make it healthy. All fruit is healthy. So if you want to do watermelon or cantaloupe or whatever, just go ahead and do that. Do what's right for makes you feel good, right? And then later on, if you feel like, oh, you know what, I'm eating too much of this, I might want to cut down on this type of fruit and switch to that fruit, then you do that. But for right now, we want to do things that we enjoy doing, right? Fruit is better than ice cream. So don't beat yourself up over it. Eat what you like that's healthy. Then you want to do, the fourth list is going to be your favorite meals. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to create meals that you look forward to eating. Meals that you could eat next month, next year, in 5 years from now. You know, those are sustainable meals. So what I'm doing is I'm going to choose from the list my protein, my vegetables, and my fruit, and I'm going to mix them together. I'm going to say, okay, I'm going to have chicken and broccoli one night as a meal. And then, you know, some like rice and stuff like that. It's not really that good for you. But if you want to throw in something, you know, some kind of starch, I would do potato. I love sweet potatoes. So I throw in sweet potatoes. If you want to do white potatoes, you can do white potatoes, whatever. Just make sure, my rule of thumb is to make sure it's not something that has more than one ingredient, you know, because if you start getting this processed food in, then you're in trouble. But any vegetables that you kind of keep clean, don't put cream of tomato soup, cream of mushroom soup. Don't pour cream of mushroom soup over it. Don't start creating these sauces to put over it. That changes everything. That put more calories. So if you can eat these fruits and vegetables clean, you're going to be okay. So go ahead and eat your rice just as long as it's clean. Your white potatoes, and rice is not scratch that. I apologize for adding rice. Rice is not a vegetable. But if you want to do your potato and your sweet potato, your white potato, and make sure it's clean, no added, you know, sauces, you're going to be fine, okay? So the biggest lesson here is that weight loss is not about suffering. It is definitely not about suffering. It's not about punishment. It's not about proving how much you can deprive yourself, you know, or how much deprivation you can tolerate. It's not about that. It's about creating a way of eating you can live with, you know, a way of eating that supports your goals without making you miserable. You don't want to be miserable, because this is something we want to do for years to come, you know, for 10 years, for the rest of our lives. So this week I want to stop chasing the perfect diet and instead discover the foods that make healthy eating feel natural. You know, it'd be nice just to walk in and have your chicken, your sweet potato, and your broccoli, and you're like, oh, I'm so satisfied and feel so good. And don't forget your water. Drink your water. So it's really about building a way of eating that supports your health and still feel enjoyable. Because the biggest weight loss plan isn't the one that works for 6 weeks. It is the one that you'll be following 6 years from now. And that starts by finding healthy foods you would genuinely love. So hang in there with me, and I'll see you next week. Now, if you missed week 1 and week 2, head to my channel and watch them. Subscribe to my channel so you won't miss the upcoming weeks. See you next week.